Hey goat fuckers, it's Tony D here from Absolute Ability, and today I'm going to answer some of your stupid questions, which you should never ask. Never ask stupid questions, okay? But I'll do my best to answer them. I'm fucking with you. Okay, so the first question comes from a reader named I won't tell his name, but okay, he says, "Hey Tony, do you know how to respond to girls saying they don't want to go out because of COVID? Is there a way to make these girls go out with you?" Lately, I've been getting these kind of responses from girls that I'm talking to, and I don't know if I should continue pursuing them or not. Okay, so the first part of that question, if a girl says she doesn't want to come out because of COVID, well, she's a pussy. That's all there is to it. And personally, I don't want to date a pussy, because if she's afraid to go out because of COVID, she's probably also afraid to go hiking. She's probably afraid to travel to countries like Mexico because the cartel's gonna kidnap her. She's probably afraid to shit in the forest. She's probably afraid to drive on a motorcycle, right? If you are also of the kind of mentality of the person that's afraid of everything from ghosts to nuclear war, then you could maybe tell her, hey, let's isolate in place together. You know, you could isolate inside of her vagina. I don't know. I don't want to date people that are scared of life. I don't think that I don't know, maybe where is she from, or where are you from? Are you in the Philippines where it's like 100% locked down, and if you leave the house the police beat you or something? Maybe that's a valid reason why she doesn't want to come out. But you can't make her. I mean, you could make her, but it would be illegal. You'd have to show up at her place, you know, kick in her door, drag her out, throw her in the back of a van and force her to marry you. In some countries, I think you can still legally do that, but not in Canada anyway. I hope that helps. All right, and so we have another question from Flary Fox. Hey Tony, can you do a video on what I'm going to call realistic defeatism or defeatist realism? Can't decide which is better. Well, I like realistic defeatism. Yeah, that's nice and depressing. They always say you'll regret not approaching that hot girl. Well, you probably will. Better to crash and burn than to live with that regret. I agree with that. I think it's better to try. If you see a woman that you find beautiful and you want to meet her, you probably only have one shot and you'll never see her again. I know from teaching teaching hundreds and hundreds of boot camps where guys, they try to make this excuse and say, you know what, Tony, I'm gonna do that one next time. I'll see her again. No, you never see them again. You never see her again. So you'll regret not approaching that hot girl. Better to crash and burn than live with regret. But I'm beginning to think that's bullshit. After so many approaches, the reality is she probably will be indifferent at best, and at worst I could creep the shit out of her. And now I have to walk down these supermarket aisles in shame, trying to avoid her and possibly run into her again, and all I wanted to do was just chill and do some shopping. So I'm like, I'll get the next one when the situation or my state is better, blah blah blah. Wow, there's a lot to unpack there, Flary. So let's look at this again. So the reality, okay, I like it when guys use this word reality. The reality is she probably will be indifferent at best. And why do you say that? You know, she probably will. You know what? You're not a psychic. You don't know if she's going to be indifferent. Most likely, your approach sucks because you don't have enough experience and you're probably not that charming yet. Learning how to approach women it's essentially sales, right? So salesmen never start out naturally gifted at sales. Charm isn't something that comes naturally to everybody. You have to work at it. It's like being any kind of performer, right? You have to get on stage, practice your lines, you look in the mirror, you flex, you work out, you go out every day and you work at your craft, and eventually you start to develop skill. So to think that, she's just going to be creeped out automatically, that's a reality, it's not a reality. Maybe it's your reality, but you are in charge of this reality, right? You have the ability to create a new reality for yourself. That's the fun of this stuff. You don't have to live with the reality that you're given. You can create your own reality. So you need to first off change your mindset, because it sucks. And having a shitty mindset, if you go in there with this expectation of failure, you're going to fail. That's just gonna manifest, because that's what you believe. It's like your religion. You're already going in saying, oh, this is a waste of time, she's not going to be interested in me, and right away that's a negative attitude, and women are not attracted to men with negative attitudes. So there's this old concept that whatever you feel, she feels too. We have mirror neurons, and so if I'm feeling angry, it's going to make you feel that tension as well, just based on the volume of my voice and my negative emotions seeping out towards you, right? If I feel cynical or angry, you're going to feel that way. If I feel afraid and nervous, you're going to feel that as well. If I'm feeling fun and uplifted and positive and free and open and expressive and confident, then that's what she's going to feel, right? So you can't go in there already playing like this mind game with yourself that you're gonna fuck up and creep her out and fail, because it's not realistic, right? You create your reality. So realistic defeatism, that could also just be called a loser's mindset, right? You want to develop a winning mindset and live that mindset whether it's true or not, because if that mindset doesn't help you, then why hang on to it? And it's not going to help you meet women. It's not going to help you attract wealth or freedom, happiness, love, and sex into your life. It just doesn't work. That philosophy will only bring you more misery and loneliness and depression, right? So I know what you want. You want evidence. You want evidence that this stuff works. That, you know, that if you study seduction, if you take coaching from me, for example, if you hire me, you want evidence that that's going to help you. Well, it's just information, right? But the fundamentals are true. Women like positive, outgoing, confident men. So if you're going into a situation already playing to fail, you're not going to be going in with the mindset that even attracts her in the first place. Never mind asking the universe for what you want. I really believe that we create this reality like it's the Matrix. So if you believe, like in the Matrix, Neo wants to jump across from one building to the next. Well, he doesn't want to, he's told to. He doesn't believe he can. He says that's impossible. Guess what? He tries to jump and he falls straight down, right? Straight down. It's not until he believes that he can jump across those buildings. When he believes he can bend the spoon, he can then bend the spoon. I believe that this is a matrix, and if you don't believe, you're not going to get that result because you're not fully committed to it. You have to be like, it's almost like a religion, right? People see God because they believe in their God. If you don't believe in the God, you're not going to see it. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to create more videos to help you guys live a more exciting life. And COVID's ending. Don't worry, boys. Things are going to go back to normal, I promise. I'm heading down to Mexico in a few months, and I'm going to have a great time down there. So I hope you get out of the house and go meet some women. Peace.